Hey, good morning. So standing out here thinking about coming up over the tracks. How many times in my life I've gone on the wrong side of the tracks. I think it seemed like every time that I turned my back on Jesus, I'd end up on the wrong side of the tracks. So I just started thinking about how I pray, the words that I use, where my heart is. And I started thinking about how God hears my prayers and how he hears your prayers and how he hears the prayers on the other side of the world. And I start questioning. I was like, how does this make sense? How can he be answering my prayers and their prayers? And especially say I'm praying the Red Sox, yeah, are going to win and beat the Yankees. Which is, this is a normal prayer for me, 19 games a year they play against each other, and trust me, every game I'm pulling hard for my boys in Boston there. And so I start thinking about when I pull into the John Deere dealership last year because I want a tractor. I was by myself. I pull in, whoop, into the parking lot I go, and back out. I never talk to sales or nothing. And what comes up on my phone? But an ad for Facebook. I wanted a weed whacker, one of those cool little battery operated deals, you know what I mean? Like you snap the battery in and whip, a little electric deal. And I talked to my wife. I said, I think I need a weed whacker. We're talking there, and bang, up on my phone comes an advertisement for a Milwaukee cordless weed whacker. Have you ever experienced this where you're talking with somebody and the next thing that comes up on your phone is an advertisement for that? It's creepy, right? They're listening. It feels like everybody's listening. The only way that you're gonna stop them from listening is to pull the battery out of your phone. And so I just kind of started thinking about, so if Google can use a binary zeros and ones deal, pick up on keywords, key phrases, and then up on your phone, Facebook, or whomever it is, YouTube, they're bringing up your interests based on the words that you speak. It's called, I believe they call it an algorithm. It's the same idea as if you're solving a Rubik's Cube. You're going to solve a Rubik's Cube using an algorithm, right? So you're going to have to hold on here. Bear with me real quick. The idea is that they use, the Rubik's Cube is you're going to turn, move one block, and then turn back. And this is a rhythm you're going to use, So here's what I think. If Google can do this, if Facebook can do this using their algorithms, I'm saying that I'm going to trust that God can do this using an all-God rhythm, an algorithm, if you will, an all-God rhythm. And he can hear your prayers and my prayers. He can be here and there. If Google can do it, come on, we know God can do it, right? I believe God to be slightly bigger than Google. Okay, I think he's a whole lot bigger than Google. So I'm going to put my faith into this. I'm going to put my faith into the algorithm, and I'm going to understand that my God hears me, that my God knows my prayers, and he knows my heart, and he can hear my prayers, and he can hear your prayers, and he can answer my prayers, and he can answer your prayers all at the same time. I believe he is bigger than whatever is going on in my life. Do you kind of feel like at some point the weight of the rocks and the backpack on your shoulders just is pulling you down and pulling you down? Stop looking at the weight on your shoulders and how big it feels, and start looking at how big our God is. Listen, I'm going to go back to some real basic stuff here. Matthew, I believe it's 11, he says, "Come all you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And here's what the next verse, it says, is yoke yourself with me, for my burden is light. Essentially, he's saying, put yourself in the oxen yoke with him. You're going to go plow a field, the head oxen on one side of the oxen yoke, the head oxen with the smaller oxen, and that one is doing all the work. It's doing all the work, right? You can't plant a field without doing some plowing. And Jesus is saying, if you want to grow vegetables, if you want to bear fruit, come alongside me, get in my oxen yoke, and my burden is light, meaning he's going to carry the burden. There will be no backpack on your shoulders anymore. You can't put an oxen yoke on your shoulder if you got a backpack weighing you down on the rocks of your past. Let that stuff go, leave it at the cross, pick up your yoke. Hey, listen, this isn't just any yoke. This thing is tailor-made for you. He says it's lightweight, all right? It is tailor-made for your shoulders. He's doing all the work. You're going to go ahead and plow this field together. He's doing the work, but you're going to bear the fruit. So here's the deal. Let's believe that God has a great rhythm. It's the algorithm. Let's live in that, knowing he's hearing our prayers. He's hearing all of our requests. Make our requests known to him. And with a believing heart, with a grateful heart, believe those prayers to be answered, and they will be answered. if you got godly prayers and your heart is for God, He's going to answer every one of those prayers. He wants to restore your family. He wants to restore your health. He wants to restore a relationship with Him. So go ahead and make those prayers. He delights in answering those prayers. All right? And then let's just stand in the truth of who He is, the miracles He's performed in our lives. Let's worship Him again. I'm going to tell you this. Let's worship Him because He is worth every bit of praise that we can worship Him because of His divine greatness, His love for us, and the mercy He's shown us. Y'all have a blessed day. You know what I'm going to say. Please hit like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Again, have a blessed day.